think Blaine used up all my time. and feel free to continue eating or whatever. I'll only be about 20 or 30 minutes. I really want to thank each of you that have come here today. I wish I could spend more time speaking to each of you individually, but it really means a lot that on a busy Thursday night after work, when your kids are either at soccer trying to get homework done or you got other obligations, that you would take the time to come here today. It really means a lot to me. And I appreciate Blaine and I appreciate Paul's kind words, but that's what they are. They're kind words, and I don't see myself such as that. Paul talked about leadership, and what I see as far as leaders in this community are the people such as you that are here today. It's the people that are out there on a day-to-day basis, working in the schools, working in the religious organizations, serving for the charitable organizations. Those are the true leaders that lead this community. And I want to recognize just a couple who have been very influential to me that I only aspire to follow on a day-to-day basis. And the two most important leaders right off the bat in anyone's life should be their parents. And of course in mine it is my parents. From an early age they led by example. My father was retired from the Army. He served in Vietnam as a captain. My mom a school teacher. They led by example. They had great work ethic, great discipline. They taught me honesty, but most important, they taught me faith and a true dedication to my faith and a belief in my faith, and that is irreplaceable. And so they are the two leaders for which I aspire to follow. I also want to thank people who lead in our community, such as Mary Ellen Wimberly and Rosie Hildebrand. And many of you may know them, and many of you may not know them. If you ever have the opportunity to meet either of them, please take advantage of it. They are leaders in our community, but you may not ever hear about them because they're the ones that are actually on a day-to-day basis going and doing what needs to be done. They're out there volunteering at the church, helping the disabled, helping the educational institutions. When I called them and said, I've got a little reception I want you to put together, just a little one, they were the first ones to thank me for asking them to help, when I should be thanking them for all that they did. So I can take no credit for what's gone on here, and I want to thank both of them for doing that. But they set the example that I aspire to follow. Two people that are very important in this campaign that I want to thank are Paul Kramer and Phil Bettendorf. Both of them, as most of you know, are leaders in our community. Paul being the director here at the Classic Center, Phil being a vice president at Athens First Bank. But their job titles don't make them leaders in our community. Anyone could earn that job title. They earned the leadership, the title as a community leader by their involvement in what they have done in their personal time away from the job. Their involvement in the chamber, Lead Athens, their churches, their schools. I think they're both involved in United Way, Red Cross, Reading for the Blind, Bread for Life. They selflessly give of their time. I've met them on Sunday, Saturday, Friday night until 10 or 11 o'clock at night with them on different things. They've never looked at their watch. They've given of their time. They are the true leaders of this community, and they're leaders that I aspire to follow. And I didn't realize he was going to be here today, but Judge Lawrence, I'm so glad that you are here. I knew that you, with your responsibilities around the state and so forth, you may not have been here. But one of the true statewide leaders that we have in our community is Judge Lawrence. And in fact, he's a nationwide leader because in 2001, he created the first impaired driving court in the state of Georgia, and one of the first in the nation, in which it is, you've already heard, one of only 4 training courts nationally. And he goes around the country training. In addition, he has brought, now we bring teams here yearly. We have teams coming in April from Kentucky, Florida, Washington, D.C., and Minnesota. Teams that are coming here to learn the model that he helped to create. He is recognized nationwide as a leader in this arena. And Judge Lawrence, I aspire to follow in your footsteps. Lastly, I want to recognize my leader, the leader of my family. I could not leave her out. Kathy, raising 2 children, full-time teacher, manager of the soccer team, coordinator of the Ultra Surfers, cheerleading coach, and doing everything else so that I have time to do what I need to do. You are truly the leader of our family and what all leaders should aspire to be. And I do aspire to live up to your expectations and follow in your footsteps. There's many more people I could recognize, but I want to thank each of you for your time. We do have 2 wonderful music groups that are playing here tonight. The first band that you've heard is high school seniors from Monsignor Donovan. They're called the Ram Band Quartet in high school. Gabriela Mejias, Glenn Reese, Henry Barbie, and Chris Diaz. So if you get a chance, tell them thank you. And I also believe Jennifer Norris is here with the Classic City Strings. And if she's not, then we'll just hear more of the Ram Band Quartet. Thank you. Please eat the food and enjoy the drinks. Thank you for your time.
I aspire to be like him. I aspire to have his energy.